Okay, this video is going to be different from most videos, mostly because this is like a venting video. So, yeah, I'm just going to get straight to the point with this one. Have you ever just like wanted to like cry for like no reason whatsoever or whatever? Because that is how I felt today. Basically what happened was I got to school in the morning, everything's fine, first hour happens, we're fine, but then I go to second hour and all of a sudden I have this feeling that I just want to cry for some reason, even though nothing happened. So, we got changed, obviously, for PE, right? I was like, and here's the thing, because in our locker room, there's like, showers or whatever, so you can go there, right, when you change. So I haven't changed in the bathroom, like shower area of the locker room in so long. But I went there, and yeah, because I wasn't feeling good. I was one of the first people changed in there. And then a few people started catching on that I was like tearing up and stuff. The person in front of me asked if I was okay. I said yes, obviously, or well, not obviously, but I said yes because I don't want people worrying about me. Like, everyone else has bigger problems. I'm like the least of anyone's problems. They shouldn't deal with me just because they notice that I'm not doing well. I am not their problem to deal with, obviously. So yeah, I said okay, even though I frankly wasn't, and I still don't. So I'm kind of just hoping that the teacher didn't notice. Surprise, surprise, the teacher noticed. So basically for the first half of like the curl up push up test, for the first part of the curl up test, I just stayed in the locker room. I can't tell you how many times I was in there just debating whether I wanted to go into the showers and cry or not. I wanted to, but I didn't, because even though there was no one in the locker room, the teacher did say that she was gonna like send someone in to get me for the second part of the curl up test so I could do that. So I didn't want to risk crying in the shower only to, have this random person see me crying in there. So I talked myself down, saying that there was no reason that I should be crying, because there wasn't. I mean, nothing bad happened, so I just didn't have a reason to cry, or just at least not a good one. Like, sure, maybe it didn't help that before today I was like sick for the whole week with like a type B flu or whatever. I had the flu or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel okay today because I feel like I'm behind with everyone in class, and we had this thing last week, where you would either swim, bike, or run, and I was the swimmer, and I feel a little guilty because I wasn't there to do my part, and one of the other two kids on my team had to do it because I wasn't there. And here's the thing, that thing, everyone said that they didn't like it, and I didn't want to do it, but I feel guilty that one of my other teammates had to do it without training and stuff. And so the days that happened, I kind of felt bad and felt that I was basically letting everyone on that day down because I didn't show up and stuff. And then maybe I'm a little stressed because I missed a few days in school, which meant that I missed some schoolwork. But other than that, I don't know why I needed to cry so much during second hour. So I was in the bathroom and I talked myself down from it, basically saying that I don't have a reason to cry, or at least that I don't have a good reason to cry, and that nothing happened, so I shouldn't be feeling this way. And so, yeah, I just didn't cry for the rest of the hour. Then we go to, third hour, and I kind of started crying during third hour, but I didn't for the rest because there's a lot of people that just don't like me in general in third hour that make fun of me and my closing style or whatever. It's not a big deal, but still, if they see me cry, they're gonna see that as a way to, get me down more, so, I just bottled it up more. I repressed it more during third hour because I didn't want to cry in front of all my classmates and the teacher, because then the teacher's gonna ask what happened or something, and then I'm gonna say that I don't know because nothing happened, and then they're gonna ask why I'm not feeling okay, and I'm not gonna say, and I'm gonna say I don't know because I don't know why I'm not feeling okay and stuff, and so, yeah. And then for fourth hour, I was doing good for the most part, but then we went to lunch, and then one of my friends from PE, she asked me what happened, and I said I didn't know. And so we kind of just changed the topic to take my mind off of it, and it worked for a while, but eventually we circled back to it. But then we tried changing the subject again. And then for the rest of fourth hour, while I was trying to finish a quiz I wanted to cry. I didn't cry at all during fifth hour, mostly because in that hour I'm able to distract myself with whatever we're doing then. And also because our teacher's kind of strict in fifth hour, but they're one of my favorite teachers. And then 6th hour happened. Nothing really bad in 6th hour. Again, I was more distracted with the stuff that I missed for the week that I was gone. But then we went to 7th hour, and I, started making a little vent doodle. And then we had to play some music, and I didn't have my music, and I had to share with the other person in the row. And I don't know why, but for the time that I was called to sit next to them because I needed music to play. I don't know why, but I felt the need to cry again, and I don't know why. Because the teacher who said that I should do that, they were really nice, but for some reason I just felt stiff and I wanted to cry, and I don't know why. And so for the rest of 7th hour, I was just trying to hold back tears because I didn't want to cry in front of so many kids and teachers. And by the end of it, we were going to our ending class for the end of the day, like study hall or whatever. I was crying in the hallway, I guess. My friends were asking me what happened, and I said, my answer to everything is I don't know, because I don't know what happened to me, and I don't know why I'm feeling the need to cry when nothing happened, so I technically don't have a reason to feel the way that I'm feeling, but I have to cry for some reason, so I just do. But I have no real reason for crying. I'm just crying for the sake of crying, and it's not going to do anything. I don't know where or why. Ever since today morning, I just needed to cry, but I don't know why, because nothing bad happened. There is no reason for me to be crying, and it makes me feel kind of stupid and invalid to everyone else, because for everyone else that has problems, they actually have a good reason to cry, but then I'm just crying for the sake of crying, and there is no reason behind it. And because I don't have a reason behind my crying, I just feel stupid, and I just feel like I'm causing more problems for more people because I'm crying for no reason. And I don't like crying in front of people because then they're gonna ask me. And I don't like crying in front of people because then they're gonna ask what's wrong, and then I'm gonna say I don't know. And then because I feel like when I'm crying, it makes me look weak in front of everyone, and then people just aren't gonna like me. Like, if they don't like me, then they're just gonna dislike me more because of the fact that I'm crying, and then people that are already my friends are just gonna not like me because I'm crying, and it makes me feel invalid to everyone in the room, and sometimes I just want to run away and go home and sometimes I just want to run away and go over, just trash the place up, run away, go home, and never come back. I don't know why, but again, nothing bad happened to me, so I technically don't have a reason to feel like this, but I just do, and it drives me crazy, because I don't know why I'm feeling that way. I don't know why I have to cry, and I don't know why I have the urge to cry, and I just want to disappear, just become invisible so no one could see me, or just something. I just don't want to be around the people in that room in that moment, because they're all gonna stare, and then they're gonna... I just don't have a reason to cry at all. I just don't. And I don't know why I've been feeling the need to cry, but... I told myself I'd wait until I get home. I told myself I'd wait until I was in the shower. I told myself I'd wait until I get home. I told myself I'd wait until I was in the shower so then I could just break down in there, because then no one will know and I'm just listening to music, and the music will just overpower the sounds of me having a breakdown in the shower, so then no one will know what's happening. I don't know if it's because it's just becoming the end of the year, of the school year. I don't know if it's the fact that I'll never be able to see my friends until next year, like the new ones, or I don't know. My point is that I feel like I don't have a valid reason for just wanting to cry simply for the sake of wanting to. It just doesn't feel like a real reason, or it doesn't feel like a big enough reason for me to just cry out of nowhere. I was considering the idea today of just getting my planner signed by your teacher so I could just go cry in the bathroom where no one would see it. But it didn't happen because my friend got me to write about it, and so we went back and forth, and you don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's going on with me. I feel like I shouldn't feel this way because I don't have a good enough reason for it. And so I try to hold it back, but it doesn't work. I tried convincing myself that I would be okay today, and it didn't work. Nothing I do ever works. I tried convincing myself that for the rest of the day that I'd be okay, or that it's not a good enough reason, or that I'm just crying for no reason and I don't have a problem, so I should just get over it already. But it didn't work, and it doesn't work, and I don't know what to do, and I'm not accepting help from anyone because I don't know how they would help me or why they would, because they probably have better issues going on than to fix all of my issues, and it makes me feel like it just makes me feel bad, and I want to cry. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on with me today that made me want to feel this way. I just do. I just felt like this today, and I just want to cry for the sake of crying, but it doesn't feel like a good enough reason. My friends told me that that it's just part of being human or whatever, and that sometimes people just want to cry because you have to cry. But here's the thing, my goal for this year was to just not cry, or at least not cry in school, but then it happened, and I cried in school today multiple times. I was doing so good. What happened? I don't know what happened. I just started crying for no reason. And I don't know why. I just wanted to go home. I just wanted to disappear, and I wanted to trash the whole place up and just go home and never return, and just I don't know what happened to me today. I didn't feel okay, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna end the video here. So I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. So if you somehow made it this far, thank you, I guess. Bye.